my Lithuanian guide. How am I supposed to know that? Oh, this is tough. That's tough. That is tough. Kirk can't do nothing on the island, man. He don't know how to. We gotta rewind. We gotta start over. People just want to put LeBron ahead of Jordan for no reason. I don't understand it. Do NBA players count? Hold on.
I don't know.
He's just gonna walk around with his shirt off for no reason, man. You trying to get me?
I was living from your money.
I think it's nothing to do with counters. I know that. That's what I know. It's nothing to do with counters. You play home pro? Name you.
Wait. No. My position is small forward. You know, it was accident in Milan. What do you think? What was the problem last year in Milan when we played together that we didn't reach any of the goals?
Man, we had a name for you too, man. I don't want to hear that.
Labas jau trečią kartą, mėly DELFI TV žiūrovai. Ir šį kartą sveikinusi su jumis lietuviškai, tačiau laida vyks anglų kalba, kadangi įvykdysiu savo pažadą ir pakalbinsiu svečią iš užsienio. Tai yra buvusi bendraklubė James, kuris šiuo metu yra vienas geriausių Eurolygos krepšininkų. Ir toliau siųskite savo rekomendacijas, ką norėtumėte pamatyti laidoje iš rūbinės ir pabandysime tos žmonės pakalbinti. Tad ačiū Jums už palaikymą, už visas žinutes. Ir gero klausymosi. Okay, so Mike, thanks for waking up so early and tell me, how your day looks like right now at the moment.
I wake up and I go to this private gym where I know the owner and he lets me lift weights. And then I go to another gym that lets me shoot. And then I come home and sit at home basically all day. It's not really much to do. I mean, where I live at, it's not as bad as other places, but it's not it's still not everything open or anything. So.
Did you have any problems leaving Moscow and coming back to States? Right now you're in States, right?
Yeah. No, not really. It was a straight flight. They normally have straight flights to LA and Chicago and New York, I think, but they only had the New York one going when I left, but it was easy. It was just a straight flight. It wasn't bad.
Where are you right now? You're in Portland?
Yes, I'm in Portland, yeah.
So you're from Portland. When you were a kid, you were a Blazers fan or not?
No, never. Is that
never?
Never.
Why?
Never. I think everybody always liked Michael Jordan, and I grew up right when I started really knowing what basketball was. He was, he was kind of the big thing. And then my first Blazer game, I went to see Allen Iverson play first with the Blazers. Mm-hmm. And I liked him better. There you go.
But do you remember Sabonis when he was playing for Blazers?
Yeah, I did.
Can you compare father Sabonis to son Sabonis, if you remember that good?
I feel father Sabonis was more of a big man, I think, just because of how basketball is now. Most of the big men are kind of inside and outside. Even though father Sabonis could still shoot and he could pass and all that, but I feel the younger one now, the son, is more mobile and he moves around a lot more. But I mean, Sabonis did kind of come to the NBA when he was kind of older, so maybe that's kind of probably the reason for that.
Listen, in 2012, after the college, you tried to be drafted, right? But nobody picked you up. What do you think? Why it happened like that? Why nobody picked you up at that moment?
I think they just didn't see enough of me, and maybe I wasn't good enough. I don't know. I think that I went to a small school, so it was probably harder to know who I was or watch enough games for me to say oh yeah, we need him. And I probably didn't play as good as I needed to for them to actually go out their way to come see me. Mm-hmm. So I just didn't get drafted.
Yeah, but it's crazy that in 2013 you still played in second league in Israel, and in 2017 you already made it to the league. So it your dream came true?
Yeah, kinda. I think the longer I was playing in Europe, I kind of just didn't care as much about playing in the NBA. It was a dream. I know when you're little and you play basketball, you don't think you want to play in Europe, not at least for American kids. So I didn't know that was a possibility or anything really about it, but I think the older I got, the less I cared about where I played. I just kind of wanted to play basketball and just be happy, and that just became more the dream.
Well, listen, like as I know, there is a big difference when Americans come to play to Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the biggest challenge for you as a rookie when you came to Europe?
I think just the reads you got to make, and how to play a different type of basketball. Like in college, it's more like cuts and reads and flow offense, and in Europe it's a lot of pick and roll and making the right decisions, and if you get a good shot right away, you need to take it. But in college, you try to use the whole 35-second shot clock. And
I think both of us agree that the best competition in Europe is ACB at the moment, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'm with that.
Yeah, and which one is the second best, on your opinion?
I don't know anything about Turkey, so I think I don't have a good enough assessment of it. I never played in it, so it's hard to say how good it is if you don't play in it. So the leagues I played in, I guess VTB maybe, but I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because it's a lot of top heavy leagues where there's really good teams at the top, and then there's just some okay teams, and then there's some bottom teams that you know you're going to beat every time. But I mean, playing on bigger teams, every game is going to be a big game. So I mean, you get a different look. When I was playing in Spain, I was playing on a good team, but it's we wasn't on everybody's radar like Madrid or Barcelona. So we got a neutral kind of feeling for the league. I don't know.
Yeah, well, actually, in my opinion, VTB is second best league because, this year we had 3 EuroLeague teams, we had 2 Eurocup teams, and other teams also, they have, decent budgets, and, it's really hard sometimes to fly, long distances, different time zones, and then to play against those teams. So I think that's also one of the. What was the biggest surprise for you, or good or bad, when you came to Russia?
I think just how much was in the city and how much there was to do. When you come to visit Moscow, you don't really leave the hotel much. You just kind of stay in the hotel and you kind of just wait to leave because it's super cold. But then when I actually lived here and had to go do stuff and wanted to get out, everything's really nice. It's a lot of nice malls, it's a lot of shopping, it's a lot of just things that I like to do. So, I mean, that was the biggest surprise for me. I thought I wasn't going to like the actual city as much as I did, and it turned out to be a nice place.
What about women?
They're okay. I like them. They're a little hit and miss. I'd say they're a little hit and miss. I've been in places with better women, I think. Or maybe I just found them easier. Yeah, Athens was crazy.
A lot of players are kind of afraid to come to play to Russia, right?
Yeah.
What can you say to them? They should be afraid or not? Because myself, I didn't want to come. It wasn't my first option. But when I came, I'm pretty happy there. And the league is good, the club is professional, and the city, like you said, you have a lot of things to do.
I think that Russia just gets stereotyped a lot just because of maybe old things that happen, or one person's experience that happened to somebody on a team that's not even here anymore. So I think everybody should experience it for themselves. Maybe it's not for everybody, but a lot of people that come here usually like it. And most teams pay on time, which is good too. You know what I'm saying? Because in Europe, they're having a problem with that a lot of places.
Listen, do you have a contract for next year?
No.
So you're a free agent? When the season gonna be officially done, you'll be a free agent, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened last summer when you were best player not only on the team, but also you were best scorer in EuroLeague, and Milan kind of, waived you, or I can say like that, and then you came to CSKA, which probably turned out even better for you, because right now you can win EuroLeague if the season is going to be continued.
I guess just a new coach came in, and I guess he just didn't like my style of player, I guess. I mean, whatever happened, he just wasn't happy with having me on the team. I think I knew Asudas pretty well from playing at Panathinaikos, and I saw him a lot of times. And I know Kyle very well, so I kind of reached out to both of them and just asked if, first if they wanted me, and second if we could make this happen, because I didn't really want to go to a team that, you know, didn't really have a chance of winning nothing. I felt like I tried to go to Milan and build something, but obviously it didn't work out. So I didn't really try to want to build anything new. I kind of wanted to be in a program that was already set and compete for something right away. So yeah, that was basically my thinking. And Suda said it could work, and we had a lot of phone calls over the summer before the deal got done. And I felt like we came to a good understanding, and I was happy with what he was saying and how he pictured me. So, I mean, like you said, I think it ended up working great. I ended up having a good year. We had a good year. I think, I mean, besides Will going down, I think we were one of the best teams in Europe.
What do you think, what was the problem last year in Milan when we played together that we didn't reach any of the goals?
I think one of the problems was that we had a lot of big injuries. I think we had a lot of injuries just sprinkled in over the course of the season that, you know, kind of held us back at certain times, especially with a team that was newly built, and we needed the chemistry to build through the whole season. With Gouda going down, Neto, Brado had some problems during the season. You did as well. I did. And so, like, when you have that many people in and out, and that many people that are players that have to play a lot of minutes in and out, I think it gets tough. And, yeah, I think that was a main problem. I think we weren't the best disciplined team either. So, you know, when you're not that disciplined and you have a lot of people in and out moving, it definitely gets tough.
I think some of the teams in Europe, they don't really realize that you should keep the core of the team longer time to achieve some goals, you know, because some of the teams who has, you know, big budgets, they're just, you know, they have bad season and they just change all the team, you know. So I think if we would keep the core of Milan team, you know, this summer and make some small adjustments, we could be successful for next year, you know.
I think so too. I mean, we were one game out of the playoffs. We won one more game and we're in the playoffs. So I mean, that's not necessarily a bad season. I think it just didn't work out the way we envisioned it when we first got together.
Listen, talking about Milan, who was the best half-court shooter on the team?
Me.
Oh, you, right?
What are you talking about? Besides me?
Do you have a nickname in Moscow? Because in Milan we used to call you Charity Mike because you were losing all season, you know. I was living from your money.
Man, we had a name for you too, man. I don't want to hear that. We had a name for everybody.
No problem, I can hear that. But did you count how much money did you lose to me, huh?
No, I didn't keep score. I think we was about even.
Oh, okay.
We were
I'm
even
good with that even. I'm good with that even. What about best teammate on the team, despite Curtis and despite me? Who was the best guy in Milan?
We had, actually, to be honest, we had some pretty good guys. I like Amadeo a lot. Bertans I like a lot. Jeff I like a lot. Neto I like a lot. Caleb.
You can't mention all the team, you know.
I gotta go through everybody's names. I gotta go through everybody. I had to think about both locker rooms. That was why I had to think.
Yeah, I think that was also one of the problems why our chemistry on the team wasn't that good, you know. No, I mean everything was good, you know, no problems at all. The guys were good, but you know, when you have same locker room, you share all the jokes, all the news, you know, and everything. And
that's true.
Even if you have some problems, you can tell it, you know, face to face.
Yeah, it's true.
For what team you would like to play in Europe, but you can't say the teams which you already played for, or where are you playing right now?
Okay, so a different team I would like to play for. Where would I like to play? Monaco.
Monaco.
Yeah, I would like to. I heard it's nice there, so.
They're not in Euroleague. You're okay with that?
Yeah, maybe that's somewhere I go when I'm winding down a little bit and when I ain't, you know, when I'm not good like that no more. Do I think we should continue? No. I like that from you. I like that.
Memphis.
No, I'm not going to Memphis, Pete. I think it's nothing to do and count us. I know that. That's what I know.
What do you think about Euroleague right now at the moment? Do you think there are any chances that the season will be continued or not?
I think when you're dealing with money and people's money, I think everybody's always going to try to save money. But do I think we should continue? No. But will we? I mean, maybe. I mean, I think it would be stupid for us to, but obviously I'm not the deciding factor. I'm going to complain a lot if we do, because I think like the agreement that people came to come back, if we do come back, it just doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, I agree, because especially if you continue the season, probably it's going to be really long and will take, until mid of summer, and then the free agency going to be really short, and I think they can have a lot of problems, especially right now. Everybody should take care about health. That should be the thing number one, so.
If somebody gets sick on a team, does that like affect next year? Like, does it go in? Like, I think it's too many things that could mess up if we try to force it.
True, I agree. Also, some of the players, okay, like I know you're working hard and you're keeping yourself in shape, but some of the players, maybe they're just sitting on the couch, and then when you come back after almost 2 months doing nothing, there is some injury risk to get injury. Exactly. Which teams, in your opinion, should be in Final Four in EuroLeague?
Which teams will make it, or which teams do I just think if they just
if the season will continue, which teams should make the Final Four in EuroLeague?
FS, Madrid, Barcelona, and CSKA.
I think, talking about you guys, like if the season will continue, I think it depends who will get the home court advantage. If Maccabi will get the home court advantage, you might be in trouble.
I like that from you. I like that.
Okay. Listen, until now, who was MVP of the season? I know you're gonna say Shane Larkin, but who else?
If not Shane, then me, I think.
You? Okay.
Yeah.
I like that from you.
Do you want me to explain, or you just want to keep it like that?
Okay, explain. Of course, I would like to explain.
I think the only person you could argue for me is Mirotic, and I think the way their team was set up, I think it's not as impressive that they're doing well as it was for us to be doing well. I think arguably our best player, if most people would say our best player, got hurt the third game of the season. So I think after that, a lot of people thought we weren't going to be that good. And we still were. We still are in the hunt for everything. We still have big wins. We still won at Barcelona, beat Madrid, won at Ephes. I don't think anybody else won at Ephes this year, but we did. And I think if you don't go Shane, you go me, but I think it's Shane automatically. When
Clyburn got injured, from that moment, it was a little bit harder for you to play because he got a lot of attention on the court. A lot of defense were concentrating on him, and it was kind of easier for you as well. And when he was out of the team, it was kind of harder for you to do your things because all the defense is more concentrated on you then.
For sure.
Yeah, listen. In your career, you had a lot of weird things, going from the team to team during the season, like in Croatia and in Greece, and then being kind of waived by Milan, being their best player. But for me, the biggest misunderstanding was decision by Phoenix when you were playing great. You were averaging more than 10 points, and they offered you a contract. And after I think 4 games, they waived you. Why? What happened?
To be honest, I never really got an answer for that, like a clear-cut answer. They just kind of, I mean, you played in the NBA, it's a business, so whatever decision they want to make at the time is just what they're going to do. I feel like I was helping the team. I feel like I could still be helping the team if I was there, but I mean, it's no love lost. I mean, I'm not mad at the decision. I was a little bit shocked, but I mean, stuff happens and you move on.
All the time when player from Europe goes to play to the league, usually you're trying to follow him, how the things are going, and I was following you and you did great. So for me also it was a big surprise. And then Pelicans?
The Pelicans, I just wasn't playing. I think at that point I was just I was more just ready to leave the NBA in general. I think it really had nothing to do. Me leaving there had nothing to do with what they were doing. I think we went on like an 11-game winning streak right when I got there, and I understood the reasoning for me like not getting in the game right away. Because I mean, if we're winning 11 straight games, you got to play who you've been playing. I mean, it's just common sense. So stuff happens, and I think I was just ready to leave.
I think most of the time you need to be at the right place at the right moment, and
for sure.
To be successful, especially in the league. What do you think, from all 450 players in the league, how many players would be really successful in Europe? It's way different style of game. You know that, so
I think half.
Yeah, me too.
Half is probably safe, because it's the obvious ones who like the stars and the really good people on the team. And then I think a few people would be good that are like right below that. And then just like some specialty players, like 3-and-D players travel anywhere, so that they'll be good everywhere. So stuff like that.
And you play with Anthony Davis. You think he is the best big man on the planet at the moment?
AD's amazing. It's possible. I'd have to think about it, but he's definitely in the running. And I mean, yeah, it's possible. He's really, really good, to be honest. I've seen him do some stuff that was crazy. Like I think the first game I saw him there, he had like 45 in the Garden. I don't remember if you were there, but I remember. You might have been there.
I wasn't there, because if I was there, I would play defense against him and he wouldn't score.
Oh yeah, that's true. I remember that too.
I'm the best defender. Name few players from EuroLeague who should be in NBA.
Mirotic, obviously. I mean, he should. I mean, yeah, Mirotic. I think Shane could be. Nick. I think Nick is probably one of the. I think if Nick could shoot, I think he'd be like a $100 million person. Maybe Micic, Campasso, maybe. Singleton, maybe. Kyle might do better now, and Kyle Hines might do better now in the league because everything's a little bit smaller. So like people like PJ Tucker are playing big, so that would,
I think Kyle had a really bad timing. If he would start his career like 10 years later, he would be great in the league, because
I think
things have changed.
Yeah, I think if he came out like right now, I think he'd be perfect for the NBA. I mean, he still can't shoot as well, but he's not like you just leave him wide open and he'll just miss all day. So I don't know.
What about Gudaitis?
Oh yeah, Guda's nice. For that matter, Caleb.
Yeah, both of them. What about yourself? Do you get any interested right now?
I don't think I'm ever gonna try again. I don't think it's like I don't think it would just be smart for me to try. I don't think it's worth it.
Why?
Because I think I'm 30, and I think me going to the NBA and taking like less money per year to try to prove myself or try to do anything that the league wants me to do just wouldn't be smart. I'm not gonna play basketball forever, so I gotta try to get as much money in this period of time and have like the biggest success right now before it's time for me to, hang it up and go live on a farm.
Fair enough. Because my next question was, would you go to play there for minimum? But as I understand, no. So if there will be same salary in the league, but limited minutes, or same salary in Europe and chance to win EuroLeague, what you would choose?
What city I'm in the league? That matters.
City.
That definitely matters.
Memphis.
No, I'm not going to Memphis, P.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with Memphis.
Listen,
that's just I'm not going to Memphis.
Yeah, you played 1 year with Lucas.
Yeah.
Like and I know that you're gonna be all the time 100% ready for the games, but sometimes during the practice, you know that you're a high-level player, and when you concentrate, you can play great. But Lucas is concentrated all the time, so probably you had some problems during the practice when he was running like crazy.
Yeah, he gets on fire real fast too. He'll start making floaters and threes and all types of stuff. He get going in a practice.
Yeah, he is a really hard worker. I think with his size, you must work like 2-3 times more than other guys, and he is doing that. That's why he is successful.
That's for sure.
What do you know in general about Lithuania?
That you like it. I don't know.
And you don't, right?
Nah, I don't have a problem with Lithuania. I think it's nothing to do in Kaunas. I know that. That's what I know. There's nothing to do in Kaunas. I walked around that whole city one time. You
played in Klaipėda as well one time. Do you remember that?
With who?
You played against Team Neptūnas. They were in Euroleague, and one season you played against them. Maybe you didn't know that that's Lithuania, huh?
Yeah, maybe not.
Okay.
I don't got my. Okay. You my Lithuanian guide. How am I supposed to know that?
Okay, at the moment enough to talk about basketball. Let's talk about your personal life a little bit. So what's your relationship status right now?
There we go. It's, kind of just in the middle somewhere. I'm trying to figure it out right now. There you go. That's a good answer. Okay. I'm rolling with that.
When I asked you about basketball, you were talking for 2 minutes. Right now, you just told me two words, huh?
Yeah. It works for me. It's my type of answer. It works.
I saw your kids. What kind of father you are?
I'm a fun father. I'm just a fun guy in general. If you ask me.
Yeah, so you just...
I'm just a fun guy in general. You don't think so?
I know that you think so, but I agree.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just a fun guy in general. I'm a fun father.
Are you strict, or you just let your kids do whatever they want, or?
It depends on what the day is. Sometimes I don't like some stuff, and I try to be a little bit more strict. But I mean, playing overseas and like not seeing them every day, you can't be like the guy who just comes around and just lays down the law 24/7. So you kind of gotta just go with the flow and just enjoy the time more. Most times.
You write a lot of things on Twitter. Like, I mean a lot.
Yeah.
So when you signed with Milan, I checked your Twitter and I thought that you're a really bad guy. You're crazy because you love to fight with the fans, and like I thought that we're gonna have a lot of troubles with you. So what's the purpose on that? You enjoy it?
I think when I was little, if I had something like Twitter to talk to somebody and like one of my favorite athletes wrote back to me, I think I would enjoy it, and I would like him to do it. So just have a real conversation, not trying to hold stuff back and try to be fake or anything like that. And so yeah, that's basically my purpose for doing it. I do enjoy it. It's fun. It's fun talking to fans. It's fun arguing with them sometimes. I mean, me, most of the time I'm laughing about it. But I mean, yeah, I enjoy it for sure.
But don't you think that might be one of the reasons why some of the people think that you're a bad teammate, right? You heard those things before, right? I can say that that's not true, but when you're trying sometimes to act, you said being yourself, but I would say like acting as an asshole sometimes with those fans, So don't you think that makes some people think that you're a bad guy?
I have no idea, but I don't really care either. If you're a person that's gonna judge somebody before you know them or get to know them, then I mean that's just your opinion. It doesn't really bother me that much. I mean, people that know me, for the most part, enjoy my company. I think I'm pretty funny. I think I'm cool to be around. I try to be positive on most days. Everybody has bad days, but I mean, yeah, if you're one of the people that just, judges somebody by something that was wrote on Twitter, or you don't really know the person, then whatever. I mean, I can't really do nothing about that. You're gonna judge me either way. So
in the cities where you play, Moscow, especially Athens or Milan, you know, people really recognize you on the streets. They try to talk, take some pictures. What about States? When you come back to States, do they recognize you or not so much?
Nobody knows who I am.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know me at all, but I like it that way. I like being able to just, it's like a breath of fresh air, being able to come home and just, you know, kind of walk around and not having to, you know, deal with people noticing. It's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, because sometimes it's nice to be kind of famous when people like to talk to you, but sometimes you just want to disappear and be nothing, you know.
Definitely. A lot of times you just want to get away and, you know.
What about your hobbies? Do you have hobbies? Fishing, I'm not sure, reading books?
I read every once in a while. I play a lot of video games, especially now. My hobby is basketball. What am I talking about? I play basketball all day. That's really my hobby. I think when I retire, I'm gonna play still every day probably. That's my hobby, to be honest.
You really like soccer. I remember when you were in Milan, sometimes you were driving to watch games in Torino. So you're a fan of Juventus?
Yes.
Right?
For sure.
So when did it start?
Well, I always had the FIFA game, but I just liked playing it. I didn't really know nothing about it. I used to get mad when they called offside. I didn't really know everything, but I always had to. But I think then when I started playing in Europe and having access to going to like real soccer games, I think it just grew from there. And then my first time in Italy, like my second year out, I started getting more into soccer in general.
Do you follow American soccer?
Never.
Never?
Never. I
So
don't
you
know
just
why.
follow European soccer, right?
Yeah.
Wow. What about yourself? Do you know how to play? Because usually American basketball players, they are really bad in soccer, like playing soccer.
We played all the time in practice. I'm good at every sport, man. There's not one sport I can't play. Good is a stretch.
Table tennis?
Good is a stretch, now that I think about it. I can be decent. I won't be the worst person in the room at any sport. That's something I can say. There you go.
I remember you tried to do some podcasts during the season as well, right?
Yeah.
So
when I was in Milan, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. So how many like shows did you do? 4 or 5?
Yeah, 5 maybe.
Why did you stop?
It was too much to do during the season. It got to be too much.
I was thinking about this idea for a long time, but the reason was the same, because during the season we have so much stuff to do, and you don't want to, you know, waste your concentration on other things. So right now I think it's a perfect moment. Like maybe you have idea to continue with this or not?
I don't know. It's tough to do it during the season, like especially when you just want to go home and do nothing. But I mean,
yeah,
it's fun. It's definitely fun, but it's tough to do during the season because of that reason, really.
Well, you know, you're a really talkative person, and you know a lot of famous players who you could talk to. So I think you would be a successful, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm just lazy. We gotta rewind. We gotta start over. Kirk can't do nothing on the island, man. He don't know how to. People just want to put LeBron ahead of Jordan for no reason. I don't understand it.
I don't know.
He's just gonna walk around with his shirt off for no reason, man.
All right, Mike. Now I'm gonna ask you some questions, and you gotta choose between 2. Okay?
Right. I'm ready.
Moscow or Milan?
Milan.
Lithuania or Latvia?
Ooh. I see what you're trying to do here.
Think about it.
I really am. Latvia. Just because it's funny.
Latvia, why? Because Dairis is from there.
Because I'm Latvian in my soul.
Okay,
I play
okay.
7 laughing and people I gotta be laughing and it's over.
Okay, so next question can be, pretty hard for you. Dairis Bertens or Janis Strelnieks?
Oh. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. That's tough. That is tough. I love both of them.
You might lose some friends after this.
I'm gonna say Bertans because Giannis will be funny about it if he hears this. So Bertans.
Okay. Whiskey or wine?
Wine.
If you need to shave off, so beard or head?
Beard.
Who you would take to desert island? A girl or Curtis Geralds?
A girl.
Okay.
Kurt can't do nothing on the island, man. He don't know how to start no fires. He got no benefit. At least I bring a girl.
Well, he's strong. He can cut some wood. I don't know.
He's just gonna walk around with his shirt off for no reason, man.
On the beach.
Yeah, I don't need that on the island.
If you could choose 1-year contract, NBA champion or 25 million deal?
What is my contract if I'm NBA champion?
Minimum.
Oh.
Yeah. Minimum and NBA champion or just 25 million deal?
Am I just a player on the team? With minimum, I'm nobody. With minimum, I'm nobody.
But still, you would get that.
25 million.
25 million.
I'm a nobody. If I'm the star, then NBA champion, but I'm a nobody. Nobody gonna remember me anyway.
Oh, okay, fair enough. To be able to fly or to be able to read other people's mind?
Ooh. To fly. I don't want to know what people are thinking. That's too much. To fly.
Exactly. I would choose the same because sometimes it's better not to know what other people are thinking or about you or in general.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Because I remember you were talking all the time on the bus. Me and Dairis were laughing at this, because all the time, like for 2 hours, you were discussing Jordan, LeBron, and all that stuff.
People just want to put LeBron ahead of Jordan for no reason. I don't understand it. Jordan, man.
Can you name top 5 players by position which you play with?
By position which I played with excluding me.
Excluding you, exactly.
In order or just in general?
What do you mean?
Like the top 5 players: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward.
Yes, exactly.
But
yes,
do I have to name them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or just like the 5 players?
No, you cannot choose like 5 point guards.
Nick. I'm rolling with Nick. So now I'm naming a shooting guard, or I'm naming more point guard?
No, you're naming shooting guard.
Okay, yeah, Nick. I'm rolling with Nick. Shooting guards. Ooh, shooting guard. I'm somewhere between Nemanja and Kozer. I went to a Final Four with Kozer, so I'm gonna take Kozer. Small forward. Will doesn't count because he played 7 games. I like Nikita a lot. Ooh, Bertan. What was you play for? I can name you.
Wait. No. My position is small forward. It was accident in Milan. But okay, which Bertans? Davis?
Okay. Davis maybe. But I like Nikita too. For Bono. Ooh, I'm gonna go Davis. Honga too. Jesus, forgot about Honga. I'm gonna just say Davis, just because he's in the NBA. Make me sound better. Oh, do NBA players count? Hold on.
Of course.
We gotta rewind. We gotta start over.
Okay.
Drew Holiday, Devin Booker, still Davis, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins.
And coach? Pinejani.
Itutis. Ooh, Chavi too. Itutis. but that's tough.
So, Itudis?
Yeah, Xavi's good though. I like Xavi a lot, but I like Itudis too. I'm gonna go with Itudis though.
Now I'm gonna write you a couple words in Lithuanian, couple sentences.
Okay.
And I will ask you to read.
Okay.
Let's go?
Yep. Labas.
You're right. Okay.
Is that? Did I sound good saying that?
Yeah, perfect.
Ooh. Butelis?
Yeah, butelis. That means a bottle.
Butelis.
Okay, next one.
Ooh. Kamolis.
Kamuolys. Ball.
Kamolis.
Now 3 words.
Oh, as, mėgstu, mėgsti.
Mesti.
Mesti.
Aš mėgstu mesti. Yeah, that means
mesti,
I like
mesti.
I like to shoot. That means I like to shoot.
Well, you know, I do like to shoot.
Next one.
As, meli, Latvia.
No. One more time.
As, melu.
Lietuva.
What?
Lietuva. That means Lithuania.
Lietuva. I said
Aš
it right.
myliu Lietuvą.
Yeah, I said it right.
Okay?
Oh, you trying to get me.
No, not really.
Jidanas? Nazida? I don't know.
Yeah, Gitanas Nausėda, that's our president.
Gitanas Nausėda.
Okay, Mike, so thanks for your time and, stay healthy, get prepared for the season if it will continue and hopefully see you soon.
All right, thank you.
Tikiuosi, kad jums neprailgo šios 45 minutės. Man pačiam tai buvo tikrai didelis iššūkis, nes daug sunkiau yra kalbinti pašnekovą anglų kalba. Ir kaip ir sakiau, siųskite savo rekomendacijas, rašykite komentaruose arba asmeninę žinutę ir iki pasimatymo kitą savaitę laidoje iš Rūbinės.